my name's Isaiah Tenenbaum. I'm the head of marketing and sales here at Eldritch Foundry. And we are at PAX showing off our amazing custom miniature builder where anyone can go on our website and design the epic custom miniature of their dreams and have it 3D printed and sent to them.
All right, so I'm just going to swing over here so I can get this. So this is the interface.
Yep, and this is our new 3D posing gizmo system. We just introduced it. It's really intuitive and fun. You can still use the sliders if you want, but a lot of folks just love dragging the arms around on the
Okay,
screen.
so now you can basically just go in there with your mouse. So I guess originally you would use those sliders.
Yeah, you only have the sliders.
Are there any limits to it? Does it try to follow anatomical best practices, or can you?
You can definitely go beyond what I would say is a comfortable pose, but we have, we test everything very extensively, and we don't want you to create a mini that looks interesting and weird and cool on the screen, but then won't print or is going to break in your hand. So we do have some limits, but we've widened up the limits since adding this posing.
Yeah, so it seems like you have a lot of options for, I guess, kind of a starting point as a species and sort of props. You have some numbers you want to throw out there?
Yeah, so we have dozens of ancestries. We've recently introduced extra human lineages, so new face models to capture a wider variety of the human species.
Sure.
We also have limb differences, so you can arm amputees at the elbow, the wrist, or even the shoulder with a variety of different...
Can you mix and match species?
Yes. Ancestries, no.
Okay.
Because we actually make every ancestry unique.
I see.
So if I can just
for
a second here. So if you look here, these are all basically like the default, just for 4 of them. We've got our human, we've got our Keb, hippo creature. We've got
nice.
Dwarf, and we've got Goliath. But you can see, like, a dwarf is not just a squished human.
Right.
Goliath is not just a bulky human. It's actually a totally different body morphology in there.
So you guys have kind of hand sculpted
We
these
are hand
species.
sculpting all of these things so that they're not just interchangeable. They're going to feel... It's going to feel, when you pull this out on the table, like you bought this from a resin company that, like, injection molds individual things instead of what it is, which is something you customized and had just for you.
And now there are things you can 3D print some of these. That's an option, right?
Absolutely. So if you have a 3D printer at home, you can download the STL files, and you'll get the figure and base together and also separate. So we know a lot of people like to make their goblin hordes and then print all the bases in green, and we make that really super easy for you.
All right.
And then each goblin will be unique, but you can say, oh, all of these guys are goblins.
Are any of these, do you have any kind of like system things, or are you just doing everything sort of, in other words, do you have tied in with any different kind of RPGs out there, or are you basically agnostic as to?
We are, since we can make miniatures, we'll work with any system. Obviously, a lot of our fans are D&D players.
Sure.
But, we've got Pathfinder friends. We've got Warhammer 40K people have cottoned on to us recently and are really interested in some of our sci-fi kinds of options and features.
Do you guys does everything come gray, or is there any add-ons for?
Yeah, no, it comes just like I showed you before, gray, with the flashing removed and the supports removed. So ready to prime and paint. Sometimes there'll be a little support. You can just snap that right off, and then you're ready to go. But yeah, they take paint great.
Do you guys do the terrain too, or is that just for?
No, these are our friends at Dwarven Forge.
Oh, okay. Well,
they're really lovely people, and we did an exchange with them, so they have some of our minis at the booth, and then we borrowed some of their terrain.
Nice. Now, tell me about the subscription. You guys have a service?
Yes. So we have a STL download subscription service called Eldritch Unlimited. Now, some of our competitors, they'll limit your number of STLs that you can download, 5 or 6 or 10 a month or whatever. If you're a DM printing a horde of minis, you're going to run out of those credits real fast. So instead, what we do is we say for as little as $10 a month, as if you sign up for a full year, you can get unlimited infinite STLs.
All right, because I was going to say what is a credit, but it doesn't matter because you get unlimited.
Exactly, unlimited. And you know what? If you don't want to sign up for the full year, you just want to give us a try, it's only $15 for the month. So if you think you're going to print more than 3 of our minis in a month, sign up for a month. You'll save money. And if you think you're going to print more than 24 minis in a year, sign up for a year and you'll save money.
And when you buy the physical minis, you also get the STL. Did I read that correctly, or is that
no? You can get, they're separate.
Okay.
But typically,
I guess there's a deal here because I saw the.
Yeah, so we're running all kinds of deals here at PAX.
Okay, so this is a PAX only exclusive.
Yeah, a PAX deal. We're cutting $10 off the price.
Gotcha.
If you use the code PAX Unlimited, but that's going to end on Sunday night, so I don't know when you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably cutting it tight for people, even if I got it up right away.
Yeah.
But still, very cool.
But we're going to be at Gen Con. I'm sure we're going to have various kinds of deals. I don't know if we'll have this exact same deal again, but we're going to have specials every con.
Oh, I see some like elemental type creatures over there.
Yeah. So we recently introduced these elementals. They're super cool, and they are all fully interchangeable. So those are not actually lineages.
Okay.
So if you want to make a Goliath rock elemental, you can. If you want to make an elven sea elemental, you can. If you want to put like the fire pauldrons and the air torso, you can do that on any of our lineages and ancestries.
Nice. So what's coming up? What's next for you guys?
So we've got a few things that are really exciting. First of all, we're going to release what we call epic poses. So these are fully levitating poses that are just held in place by, not by the feet, basically.
Right. Oh, those are cool.
And this is the sort of the fruit of the labor of creating those amputees. Was we got in there in the skeletons and redid skeletons so that we could do this kind of stuff too. There's another one that's a superhero cape, where just the tip of the cape is
nice.
is touching.
Love my supers.
So you can you can create that superhero.
And when are these coming? Are they already here? Or
no,
are
these are previews. It should be within a couple of weeks. Before then, we also have. Before those come out, we have backpacks that are class-specific backpacks. We're releasing those in conjunction with the D&D movie that's just coming out.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I mean it's like next weekend from the con. So we figured, people are going to see that movie. They're going to roll up new characters. They're going to start some campaigns. They're going to need some adventurers just starting out on their journey.
Absolutely.
So the class-specific backpacks supplement the existing backpacks that we have on the site already, and they're very much of the character of that class. So if you are making a wizard and you want a backpack that looks like a book and it's got a little wizard hat, and you're like going off to wizard school, that is your backpack. If you're going to be playing a rogue and you want like a satchel with like a crowbar and lockpicking tools, that we're gonna hook you up with that.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. I like that a lot. Well, great. Well, thanks so much for talking with me. I appreciate you reaching out. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing.
Oh
that I want
please.
to talk to your folks about.
Yes.
Which is a new initiative we're also going to be launching really soon, called See It, Hold It, Buy It.
Ooh, what is that?
So See It, Hold It, Buy It. Basically, we know that not everybody wants to drop $25 on a product that they can't hold in their hand. So we want to lower that barrier of entry for folks, and the way we're going to do it is this way. Basically, you're going to be able to get a mini for free. You'll pay shipping and handling, and we'll send you one. In it will come a code for the amount of money that you paid. You can use that code on our site as a gift card. So
that's really nice.
Yeah. So if you it'll just be a random mini. You won't be able to customize it. We're going to ship them to the United States and then ship them out from there, so that it's really affordable for everyone. So once you get that mini, if you are not impressed by the quality, you just changed your mind, you aren't interested, you're only out the cost of $8 whatever shipping and handling from within the US. But if you do like it, use that $8 on our site.
So basically, if you end up getting it, liking it, and bringing a mini, essentially you got the sample for free.
That's exactly it. So we're very confident in our product. We really believe in it. It's really gorgeous. And to hold it in your hand is to want to create your own custom mini yourself. We're fully confident that people are going to really cotton to that.
Oh, that's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
That's really great. Well, thanks so much. I know we reached out. You reached out to me, and we lost each other's emails for a little bit. Well, I'm glad we make it happen. How's been your PAX?
It's been amazing. I mean, the booth has been just packed. People have been like coming and creating and ordering minis right here from the floor.
Okay, so I was wondering. So people aren't just demoing this just to kind of check it out. They're actually going ahead and printing them, putting it in and then sending it off.
Our printer's in London, so it's we can't really, and you don't want us to be like running a bank of 3D printers at a con. But within 3 weeks, those orders will be getting to people, and I can't wait.
And if they're doing it here, they can ask for you guys' expert advice. So they don't end up with some kind of anatomic nightmare.
We've been helping some people. Hey, like, are you sure you wanted the arm exactly? Like, did you check the corner of the staff? Is it clipping into the leg a little bit? And they're like, oh yeah, okay. Again, that's just the sort of thing that when you give people that amazing freedom,
yes,
within a compressed time frame, but hopefully anybody can just.
Now, are there any checks? Are there any tools that kind of go through and will sort of give you some warnings if you are clipping objects into each other, or is it basically just you got to kind of just eyeball it and rotate everything around, make sure you're seeing it?
Our best practice is always like when you're ordering something bespoke, like make sure it's exactly what you want. There's no way that we can tell you that this is
because it may be what they want.
Maybe what you want. We had someone who like really wanted to twist the tail up in a really unexpected way so that the tail could beat on the bongos that were on his back, and like the system isn't designed to do quite that, but it allows you to. And he actually made a really cool miniature with it.
Nice. So it all worked out in the end. Well, again, thanks so much. Let's see, what's Eldritch-Foundry.com?
Yeah,
and what
you
are
can
your
use
socials?
the dash or not. It's gonna work.
They'll go to the same place?
Yeah.
Are you at Eldritch Foundry?
Yeah, we're at Eldritch Foundry on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're actually at the Eldritch Foundry. But if you just type in Eldritch Foundry,
you're going to come up.
We're going to come right up.
Cool. Well, thanks so much. I'm glad you had a great PAX.
Yes, thank you. I hope you did too.
I did.